Patterson, miss?
I don't think I...
Come on, Annabel. We're out enjoying ourselves, or at least trying to.
It's not appropriate, Grace. If you understand.
Really?
We're delighted to come.
Well, let's drink to that. Charles, isn't it past your bedtime?
Where are their parents?
Darling, I'm sure the nanny has it in hand.
Looks that way.
Probably some dreadful charity deal. We come, we sit, we walk out, lighter in our souls, and our pockets. It's all the rage these days.
Yes, sure.
I've never understood why mankind feels the need to be ashamed of what he has. We all work hard for it, don't we, Clark?
Have you seen two children, a boy and a girl, probably arguing?
Are they yours too? Try at the bar.
Poor man. Looks like he's got his hands full.
It's good worker too. It's a shame, really.
Shame about what?
It's just work concerns. There's nothing for you to be worried about, my dear. Peter Blythe-Smith, my wife Annabel. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our fine country.
Oh, there's no need to welcome me. It's not my first time. I'm Jimmy.
Jimmy? Traveling on business, I take it?
Yes, of sorts.
A trading man?
For some souls, yes. More a middleman, really, making connections. And you? Great. Local knowledge. Any tips?
I started my career on the markets, but then I soon saw that opportunity lay elsewhere. Our country is in a strong period of growth following the Great War. Indeed. Did you know that a third of all the houses in the land have been built in the past 15 years?
Really?
Of course, my dear. And with more houses comes the need for more power.
Let me guess, that's where you come in.
My brother-in-law manages a local gas firm. If you'll excuse me, I may need another drink.
And are you a working woman, ma'am?
I'm a qualified school teacher.
That's quite something.
My wife, of course, has no need to work.
But that type of work, it's more vocation, really. You must miss it.
If you'll excuse me, I should really try and find my sister before the performance starts. It's been nice to meet you, Mr. Harrison.
Oh, Jimmy, please. May I escort you?
It's all right, my dear. I can see Mr. Harrison here is quite the gentleman.
Well, I'll try to be. That sister of yours, she's a firework, ain't she?
That's one way to put it.
I can see you're close.
Yes, we are. Though we don't always see things in the same light. I fear she thinks me rather cowardly. She was always far more rebellious.
Strength is not always loudly expressed.
Grace, I was worried about you.
No need. Strange places, theaters. I find them unsettling. You can be watched from any which way. Annabel. What is it? What's wrong?
I can't.
It's all right.
No, it's not.
Has he upset you?
No, it's not that.
Tell me. Please tell me what's wrong.
I've lost the baby.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You have to tell him. Annabel, you have to tell him. The longer you wait, the harder it'll be. Tell him tonight.
No?
Later. After the performance. It's all right. I'll be with you. Let's take our seats.
And that way they stayed until they broke.
taken rather a somber turn, don't you think? My dear, it's only a story. Somebody really ought to have a word with that sister of yours.
She's just young, spirited.
Oh, that's what you call it. If you'll excuse me.
Hello. What's your name?
It's William.
So sorry.
Oh, there's no need. What did you think of the performance?
I've never seen anything quite like it. Extraordinary mixture of fairy tales and magic tricks.
Yes, it's not exactly a Chekhov.
No, you're right. My wife would have liked it. She thinks the arts are far too comfortable for her own good.
There's truth in that. She couldn't come tonight?
No, she's supposed to be here, but she's not made it yet.
I'm sure she'll be here soon. Henry, I know it's a little awkward with my husband. The two of you working together.
There will always be managers and workers. It's a necessary hierarchy, so to speak.
Yes, of course. It's just that I mean to tell you something, and I fear you'll think me disloyal.
Unusual.
I'm sorry?
Does anything strike you about this advert?
Apart from the sketching, of course.
I mean, anything unusual?
Burlesque Fairytales, A Night of Revelation, Chapel, Theatre. Henry, I don't see anything.
Precisely. It's not what's included, it's what's left out.
My husband mentioned something to me earlier about work. I'm not sure exactly what he meant, but I think I should tell you.
What's on your mind?
Sounds like rather an involved question for my wife, Henry. My dear boy, do join us for a drink.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a hell of a show, don't you think? Some trickery at work I've not seen before. Optical illusions, so to speak.
I like the story where the mother had to chase death to find her son.
Touch morbid for me.
Well, it was a difficult decision she had to make.
I'm sorry?
To be without her son so that he can be saved.
Yes, there's merit in that. Tell me, Henry, still no sign of your wife?
I was concerned the performance wouldn't be appropriate.
Bit of a surprise to us all. Peter Blythe-Smith, my wife, Annabel, and you must be a friend of Henry's.
Oh, we just met earlier this evening, in fact. Mrs. Argyle.
I must say, Mrs. Argyle, you look terribly familiar.
Oh, do I?
Yes, I feel we must know of one another, though I can't quite think where we've met.
Oh, you might have known my late husband, Mr. Blythe-Smith. He was a city man.
Yes, maybe that's it. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
There is a war going on.
Yes, I know that.
I believe she's quite right.
Of course there are concerns, but that's over there.
It's all right, William. Look. What's this? It's a butterfly.
You're a natural, my dear.
It's all right, William.
I'm sure the boy just misses his mother. If you'll excuse me.
Pleasant, isn't he? My apologies, Mrs. Blythe-Smith.
No, there's no need. Please, it's Annabel. I know it may sound disloyal, but my husband and I, well, we don't always agree on all things.
To be unquestioning is to hand over responsibility. You can't afford to do that when your own family is concerned.
It's not something a wife should be concerned with.
True. But many are. Increasingly so.
Better go and round up the troops.
I'll come with you.
This has gone far enough, wouldn't you say? Are you going to do something about this? Good God, man, it's your children.
You do not know what you are doing.
Have you lost your mind?
Keep your voice down.
This is ridiculous. I say, you.
Sir, we still have one more tale to tell.
Yes, well, look about these fairy tales of yours. I'm not sure I agree with your methods of performance. Henry, it's about time somebody did something about this.
Sit down.
Oh, grow a backbone. Look, I've had enough of this charade. Let's go. Annabel.
I don't think we should.
What the devil's got into you, woman? Right.
What point was that exactly?
Now the entire theatre is watching us.
So precious, Annabel.
Why can't you just listen?
To who? To you, Henry? And what is it a man like you has to say to a man like me?
Don't you understand? All of your pomp, your social standing, it means nothing here. Every word, every action, you are being judged.
Make it sound like we're in danger.
Does this feel safe to you?
What should we do?
I'm not sure.
You have to do better than that, dear boy.
Stop it. Just stop speaking.
That's sound advice. Faith, power, death. Don't you remember?
Harrison.
Time's running out.
I knew you weren't to be trusted.
I'm sorry, Grace. Couldn't tell you.
I know. Shall I go alone?
Goodbye, Peter.
What do you mean, goodbye? Annabel? Annabel, you can't leave me. What about the baby?
There is no baby. Not anymore.
Annabel, you can't leave me. You're my wife! I forbid it!